Hey! Everyone knows that India, apart from rich culture, beautiful landscapes, scrumptious street food, and some extremely learned legends, etc., is known all over the world for its enthusiastic cricket obsession. Our cricket fans are so into the game that every match is like a do or die for them. Hence, it's nothing out of the ordinary that we will not keep an eye on our arch rivals. And who is a bigger cricket rival for us than Australia? So in this video, I'll be talking about The Test, which is a super thrilling inside documentary featured on Amazon Prime about how one of the world's best cricket teams fell miserably after engaging in a disturbing cheating scandal, and how an absolutely new coach rebuilt that distraught team from rubbles and back to the top again. So, the context and timeline behind the start of the series is that it's just been a month after the world witnessed one of the most horrific cheating scandals in cricket history. It was all over the headlines. The Australian national cricket team was caught ball tampering in the third test match between South Africa and Australia in Cape Town, red handedly by the cameras. Cameron Bancroft, an all-rounder for the team, was pictured on all of the big screens, rubbing sandpaper on the cricket ball before bowling his spell to produce more swing. It was an absolutely flabbergasting moment for the crowd present, the commentators, the team itself, and of course the rest of the world. That day marks the blackest history of Australian cricket. The day when the most successful cricketing side in recent times lost their captain, their vice captain, an opening batsman, and an all rounder. Steve Smith, a fantastic young boy, the brightly blossoming future of Australian cricket. A boy who had just won the Ashes was thrown out of South Africa like he was a criminal, along with vice captain David Warner and Cameron Bancroft himself. They received 12 months bans from all and every sort of cricket, be it the IPL, the Big Bash League, etc., and their captaincy titles for Australia were stripped off forever. A very humiliating start to this series for Australia, eh? Well, it definitely will make you feel sorry for them, but as well as furious as a cricket fan. Yes, it was that well shot and that well executed. So, after this terrifically short intro to the series, we see how the new coach, Justin Langer, takes over the head coaching side as Darren Lemon, the existing coach, resigns right after the scandal. The soft and mentally committed side of Justin Langer's coaching, which is a noteworthy contrast to aggressive Australia, is very well portrayed. As if it was specially kept in mind to enlighten the viewers that Australian cricket team is starting with a new and changed era now. The Test captaincy is given to Tim Paine, who might not be such a good batsman but definitely possesses strong captaincy skills. The ODI and T20 captaincy was decided upon a vote and was given to Aaron Finch. The first episode also focuses on how Justin Langer inculcates a no abuse policy on field within the team. He expresses how banter differs from abuse, which, in my opinion, is quite educative and informative for the viewers. The next episode is about how the young Australian team faces the destructive England side in an ODI series without Steve Smith and David Warner. It was like the trunk of the tree is missing. Their strongest foundation is missing. They ended up losing 4-0 to England, which for a side that well is more than humiliating. The raw emotions of each and every player is captured immensely well, as many middle-aged experienced players like Aaron Finch, Glenn Maxwell, Marcus Stoinis, Pat Cummins, Mitchell Starc, Matthew Wade, Josh Hazelwood, Alex Carey, etc. had to step up to much harder roles. The way that their fragile mental states are portrayed has a sense of distraught that is quite understandable. The moments when these above-mentioned players encourage their younger teammates is just a bliss to watch. It is beautifully captured how the players battle the oppressive heat on the field and their growing pains off field. The third and fourth episode focuses on the weak Australian team trying to fix their lineup as they get thrashed by India in their home ground itself. Tim Paine's journey onto becoming a trustworthy figure to his team is brilliantly portrayed. Encouraging words all over in these two episodes. These two episodes really give a lot to take and a lot to learn. So the fifth episode is particularly my favorite. It is the most amazing episode that I've ever seen in a lot many sports documentaries. It is about how Australia beats the deadly powerhouse which is the Indian cricket team, led by the king of that era, Virat Kohli. In India, which hasn't been done in the past 30 years by any team, and that too without Steve Smith and David Warner. Amazing, isn't it? This episode is shot exemplarily well, as it captures the goosebump-rising moments of that ODI series. Australia being 0-2 in the first two matches makes their brilliant comeback and win the series by 3-2. These moments like Ashton Agar making 80 plus in the second last game, Adam Zampa getting the run machine Virat Kohli out before he obliterates Australia out of their skin, Marcus Stoinis and Glenn Maxwell booing everyone with their power-hitting partnership, and Aaron Finch smashing his duck streak and getting the team to victory will definitely give you good goosebumps. The up and downs of the dressing room environment is so well shot that it'll almost make you feel like you're a part of it itself. Comedy moments, of course, like the relationship between Adam Zampa and Marcus Stoinis, card games, wrestling matches, and overall the beautiful friendship within the team will warm your heart. The only part that I didn't like about this episode is that sometimes the portrayal of Team India came out as villainic and negative, which in my opinion could have been done slightly more subtly. In sixth episode, the sixth episode is slightly hard to watch. It's the longest episode of the series. Stephen Smith and David Warner are back in the team after their punishment is completed. The slight tension within the team is quite noticeable as it happens. This episode focuses on Australia's 2019 Cricket World Cup performance. It gives us a beautiful adventure to Gallipoli, Turkey, which is a field trip we can say that Justin Langer took his boys to make them see how a couple of Anzac soldiers, just some Australian boys about their age itself, fought with unbreakable valor to their last breath during the World War II right there. This trip was to inspire them because Justin Langer believed that being good citizens and being good people is equally important. The soft and strict both sides of Justin Langer's coaching is quite inspiring to watch. This episode is a hard watch because Team Australia faces heavy criticism and trolling from the extremely hostile England crowd about their ball tampering scandal. Some moments like these would definitely tamper with your brain itself, isn't it? Well, this episode teaches you how to shut the mouth of the haters, as Steve and David Warner just do that. A quote from the episode that I liked a lot is, "You will come with people booing at you. Ignore them and keep going. When you go and you don't stop, they'll plead you to stop. Don't stop then. Just go and just go. And when the day ends, you leave with people standing and clapping." This was said to Steve Smith by Australian legend Ricky Ponting. The next two episodes are about Ashes 2019. Ashes being the longest and the biggest rivalry tournament between England and Australia is superbly thrilling to watch. Everyone knows that, right? Well, that episode was superbly thrilling to watch as well. The Headingley Test match, which snatched an easy series win from Australia, is expressed with such beautiful emotions that it will make you cry. Their frustration, their curiosity, the shakiness in the narration. It was just fantastic. And finally, when Australia lifts the Ashes urn, it's the blast of feelings that even you can feel. The series is so well written and that you'll never feel disconnected while watching it. Everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, is portrayed so well and with so much care that it never failed to bore me even once. Being a cricket fan, the lessons that I got from this documentary weren't only the amazing tips from experts and legends about the game itself, but also the mental, ethical, and moral side of it. The entire series involves voraciously raw, straightforward interviews from almost all of the players of the team. The coaching staff, legends of cricket, and also expert sports journalists like Harsha Bogle, etc. The series provides excellent insight about what actually goes on inside the dressing room while we see the live telecast of the cricket match on TV. It is quite interesting as no other team has ever made a documentary like this. Overall, I enjoyed it a lot and it's definitely a must watch from my side. Thank you.
There's a new